if you're going to hang out at the CEFCU, you got to hang out with people who all they do is hang banners in the CEFCU arena, like Coach Mack. Nice enough to join us right here in the lobby, getting ready. And now I know you're busy getting ready for the big game, but 4:30 tomorrow here at the CEFCU arena, you take on Maine for the conference title. Again, Coach Mack can be with us. Do you get bored with winning? Do you just get sick of it at some point?
That's funny. Remember, I wasn't here for all those championships, so this will be my first one here.
This is your absolute first. I feel like, because I remember when you were introduced, you were nice enough, like you did your introduction, and then you came right on the show afterwards.
Right.
So I feel like we've already embraced you as the coach. Like, so I this is your first one. I thought it was just your second. My brain is not very good.
My first one here.
First one here.
Oh, I've won a lot of championships in my life.
Yeah,
this is my first one
there
here.
you go. Don't brush your shoulder off. Let's go. Let's talk about it. So this is what is it going to mean to you if you can hang your first banner here?
I think it would mean the world. I think it would be as a coaching staff, personally, it would just feel like a very accomplished first year, and it would feel like a job well done. I think on a player standpoint, it's something that they are in desperate need of, in the sense that our seniors, they want that fourth ring. They're very hungry for it. So I hope that we can come out and play well tomorrow.
Your squad split this season series with Maine. What makes Maine such a tough matchup?
They're a tough matchup because they're good. They have a senior veteran point guard that really pushes the ball and finds the open person. And then they have another senior off guard that's very quick and again, experienced. And then they're inside play and they rotate. They're the second biggest team next to us in the conference. If not, they're actually bigger than us in their lineup across the board. And they're freshmen. They just play well. You call them freshmen, but they're all international players. So they're like 19-year-old freshmen.
Oh.
So they're a little bit older. They're kids that have played a lot of basketball. And you see that when they play offense. They read the defense very well, and they move very well, keep the floor space. So they're a hard matchup when they're playing well for anybody in our conference.
Is it a settling feeling or an unsettling feeling, considering the fact that this weekend, Friday, tomorrow, you have a chance to take down the America East. Saturday, we're going to do the viewing party here. The men have a chance to take down the America East. And then Saturday afternoon, UAlbany lacrosse has a chance to win the biggest game in the history of upstate New York lacrosse. Like, is that good or bad when you're out there?
I think it's great. I think that, people that come on this campus, I think you see a lot of smiling faces across the board, and part of it is because there's so many great things to cheer for. And our athletics as a program are just, I think, top of the line, and I think it stems from our administration. Got a great administration, and then everybody else.
Don't say that. Benson will come wandering in. We don't want to deal with Benson.
He actually paid me a little bit extra to say that.
I know it.
What's the pregame ritual for you guys? We talk to different coaches that have, all right, we do this before every game, and you guys have the tip-off tomorrow. What are your players going to do and the coaching staff going to do leading up to the game?
We pretty much stick to a pretty strict schedule. We have our shoot-around. And that's usually 4 to 5 hours before the game, depending on the schedule. So here, it'll be 4.5 hours before the game, or 5 hours before the game. Hour shoot around. They have like 25 minutes to cool down from that, and then we go right into pregame meal 3.5 hours before the game. Then we leave them alone, and they do their. They all have different things on our lineup. Some kids are getting, warmed up in the training room, and they don't even leave the gym.
Okay.
Others go home, they try to fit a nap in, and then they come back, and I let them do what they want to do. Me personally, I get nervous. I go to the restroom about 25 times.
I feel like that would be me.
And then, we're back here where, the players get here a good 2 hours before the game starts, usually an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then they're on the court ready to start their pregame rituals 60 minutes before the game.
Coach McNamee with us right now, preparing to play Maine. You mentioned that across their roster they're a little bigger than you guys, but was it now when we're talking about on the court, bigs versus bigs, you have the advantage?
I think so, and I think we showed that the last time we played them. I thought Chijo played exceptionally well. So I think we have the advantage. I think where they may have a little bit of advantage over us in that category is that they can all shoot from the outside. And our bigs are true centers. They like to get in there and bang. But that's where we hurt them. We kind of took advantage of that last time we played them.
Not to give up too much information.
Hold on. How great is it that, like, if you're like I grew up in the Ewing era and the Olajuwon era, like, if I want to see true center, clean the glass, protect the rim basketball, I have to go watch a women's game.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Like, how great is that though? Like it's just like how the game is turned. Like
right.
Like the men are out here. Oh, I can hit threes from half court, and the women are like, come to the paint, come
right.
get some.
For sure.
You guys, this is the third time going up against Maine. As a coach, and not to give up too many details, but do you prep for them differently on a third time? Are you guys going to maybe give them a different look than you may have given them during the regular season?
I think that we prep for them now. We know all of their strengths, and so it's almost an easier prep. You know, last time we played them, we weren't talking about how much we had to block them out. We were talking about what we had, maybe our shortcomings in the first game. But now we're talking not only about our shortcomings in the first game, but our shortcomings in the second game. Hopefully we put all that together. Now on the flip side, they're doing the same thing. I mean, this is so long. So long to prepare for one team. You know, it's like, this is the longest week of my life.
Well, because we had last time we were here, you were like, yeah, I get to play bing, bing, bing. And it's like, you preferred the quick turnaround
right.
to the where like Will Brown for the men's, like you give him enough time in a chalkboard, he's gonna pick your team apart. You're like, no, I just want to get my ladies out there.
Well, and that's the thing,
you
can pick them apart as a coach, you know. But right now, I feel like I'm thinking to myself, we know their plays better than we know our own, you know, because we're calling, you know. So I think there's advantages to being able to prepare. Everybody wants 2 days. If you have 2 days to prepare, that's awesome. But like, man, we haven't hit the court since Sunday. That's a long time.
It feels like that old test to prepare for back in school, and you feel like you know the test, and you get the test in your hand, you're like, I know it's C, but I read about B, A, and D, and you almost paralysis by analysis because you just know so much about the team you're preparing for. But the big advantage for you guys is you have the game on your home court.
Absolutely.
What does that mean for you guys having it here?
I think having that 6 man in the stands, so anybody listening, please come.
Right.
Just to have fans that are explosive and supportive, I think just that adrenaline rush that. And again, we have kids that are used to being in these shoes. So that adrenaline rush won't make them shy away. I think it'll be just a very fun atmosphere, but we need to create that atmosphere with people.
I always wonder now, at this level, you know, you said you got seniors who they're looking for that 4th ring.
Right.
Spring break's about to start. Is there anybody, like, do you ever like look at any of the girls during practice? Or I should say ladies. I don't mean to be disrespectful in any way. Do you ever look at them during practice and go, hey, head here, win the game, and then you can go and get crazy?
You know, I think I have definitely coached teams like that in the past. But what makes this team very special is that they're a championship culture. None of these girls have ever taken a spring break. So they've pretty much told, you know, the freshmen, there is no spring break at Albany. You know, we win championships. And I think that's pretty awesome. They do that on their own.
You can have spring break after you graduate.
Absolutely.
I love it. Coach Mack, we're really fired up. We're looking forward to you hanging your first banner here at UAlbany. And if we're going to be on the air during the game, so we're just we'll be keeping. Well, actually, you know what? We're not going to tell anybody anything. I'm sorry. You got to come here. Like we're not going to give you the information. You got to come here and support the ladies. You got to do it.
I hear you. Please come out.
I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, we are your home for UAlbany athletics. We'll give people the play. No, come here.
That's right. I like that.
4:30. Leave work early.
On a Friday. What better excuse do you need, right?
Right. And then, you know, enjoy that, go home, get an early night's sleep, come back for the viewing party.
Absolutely.
And then get ready to watch lacrosse. It's a UAlbany weekend.
Yes.
Coach Mack, best of luck, and we're really excited for you. And we're so glad you chose to come here and continue your winning ways.